For my capstone project, I chose to study for the NSCA CSCS exam. My degree emphasis was in fitness and health promotion, which meant that I was not allowed to take the certified personal trainer exams. For my career, I plan on continuing the work that I already do at a local CrossFit gym, possibly by being a gym manager, working as a personal trainer, fitness, health and wellness coach, and continuing as a CrossFit coach, eventually going to get my L2. So what exactly is the NSCA CSCS? NSCA stands for the National Strength and Conditioning Association. It's a nonprofit association dedicated to advancing the strength and conditioning profession. The CSCS exam is the Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist exam. It is for professionals who apply scientific knowledge to train athletes for the primary goal of improving athletic performance by conducting sport-specific tests, designing and implementing safe and effective strength training and conditioning programs, and providing guidance regarding nutrition and injury prevention. Based on my background, many of the tests that I wanted to take, I was not able to because of the prerequisites. Fortunately, though, I was able to sit for the CSCS exam. In the CSCS exam, there are two sections. One that's scientific foundations, which includes exercise science, sports psychology, and nutrition. And the second is the practical and applied section, which includes exercise technique, program design, organization and administration, and testing and evaluation. It's a very long, strenuous test with a very low pass rate. Took lots of hours of studying. So what did I learn throughout this process? I learned a lot of things content-wise, including nutrition strategies for maximizing performance, programming design for aerobic and anaerobic athletes, periodization techniques as shown by the NSCA, and sport-specific test selection and administration. I'm excited to use a lot of what I've learned with my personal training clients and small groups. Especially, I'd like to start advertising myself to work with high school aged athletes and younger. I learned a lot also about time management and test taking skills. I haven't taken a test since I got my teaching license about 10 years ago, so I have not taken a multiple choice question test since then. I also learned a lot about time management. I currently have a 6-month-old at home who you might hear in the background of these recordings. And I have 2 jobs, one as a personal trainer and a CrossFit coach, and one as the virtual coordinator for a local school district. So finding time to study was sometimes difficult, but manageable. Clinical applications. Like I said, I plan on using this for my future career ambitions, which includes working with individual athletes and small group athletes, for example, high school level athletes, possibly college level athletes that are looking to train in their off season or their prep season, as well as clients that are just looking for an overall health and wellness professional to help them with their goals. Some hurdles, as I started taking practice tests, I realized that the questions were a lot harder than I thought they were going to be. I was failing a few of my original practice tests, which made me very anxious for the actual test, knowing that it was going to be about a 4.5-hour test, and each section needs to be passed with a 70% rate, or you have an automatic failure. And I knew that I needed to put a lot of time and energy into this. So I really cracked down on my studying, listening to podcasts, listening to YouTube videos in the car as I went places to just continue to reiterate the information for the exam, especially the exercise science portion. I do not have any background in kinesiology aside from my personal knowledge and the personal research I've done. So this is the first time that I've actually formally studied any sort of exercise science. So the prior knowledge was a little bit of a barrier, but because I have personal experience, that made it a little bit easier. and especially made it easier when talking about program design and movement analysis.